we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field.
The ball comes out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're going to look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're going to try and throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Well, they picked up the 1st down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot. And it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Being chased out left, and he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage deep. offense.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
The score, Saints 7, Rams 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Stafford here, coming off his pick 6. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Here's a 2nd and 7. Johnson's got it complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Out is Lutz now for the New Orleans field goal attempt. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ladies! Stay 50, stay 50.
57's the mic. Rock 57. Army.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And got his man complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for L.A. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble.
Mike, 57. Get that quarterback. Middle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. To the right side and complete to Atwell. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he finds his target, Ebron. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get...
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
Another day, another dollar, baby.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Saints 10, Rams 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the slant. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Now it's Stafford. He'll dump this off to Akers.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 45 on second down, Stafford. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, LA! Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Touchdown, Rams!
Henry Ruggs
With his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and it's 21-10. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Eluding the pressure right. Fights loose. And he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Now, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step back.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Stafford now to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. 30. 10. 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Saints.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Saints 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he works free. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Watch Safety Green. Watch Safety Green.
Here's Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Here's Stafford. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They'll run on first down. Akers. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Flushed out right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So that, Charles, a season long, and since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, as everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right, since he's a rookie. Well done by you, but I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A 10th carry for Kamara, and a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
And that is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Trying to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
1st and goal at the 7.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
56, right there.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
On 4th down, Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, and they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford flush to his right. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw, Stafford.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And this is caught. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there for L.A. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. To the air again, Stafford. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Rams are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Makes the score Rams 45. Saints 31.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 22. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Stafford. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are right back in this football game.
Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That's to Thomas, who makes a nice catch.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Room to run past midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And now the rookie's free. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And they take a knee.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 41.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys are just saying.